Okay, so let's learn how to use the register Modbus table of the Ranger. So I have my Ranger right now connected to a Modbus sensor. In this case, it's pulling from a gateway that has within itself a set of its own status registers. So let's take a look at the gateway, for example. Here's the gateway status registers. Now, register address 2025 is showing the gateway supply voltage in millivolts. So it's 12,000 millivolts, which is just 12 volts. The data type is a 16-bit unsigned integer. So I see this information. Now let's say that I want to pull this register from the gateway, and I want to see it in the Ranger toolkit or in the Ranger's Modbus table. So the way that I would do this is I go to Modbus ID, and if I click on this, you can see that the Modbus ID of the gateway is 247. So I'll put in 247. Register address we said was 2025. This is a holding register, so we're using function code 3. So now it sees the data type as an unsigned integer, so it kind of does the rest of the work for me. It knows what the unit is, although sometimes the Ranger won't always know, or it won't always know to be able to collect that unit data, in which case that's configurable by the user. Access is read-only because we're just reading it. We're not trying to write anything, although it can be configurable manually. We'll just set it back to read-only. So now, let's click on Apply. So it fills in the tag name for me with the default name, but that's configurable by the user as well. So I can say gateway voltage. And click on Apply again. I can click on Update Current Values after I click on Apply. So now it's reading the voltage over here, the current value in millivolts. So 11.9 volts, essentially 12 volts. And that is how you'd be able to use the register's Modbus table by correctly filling in these cells as required by the Ranger in order to be able to pull the right register and to be able to read the correct current value.